Hi, I'm Andy and welcome to my channel about crypto. In today's video I will give you a quick update on current market situation. Let's start with Bitcoin. As you can see, Bitcoin been going sideways for the last few days. We had this really nice move up from around 45k level to 50 and just above 50 just over a week ago, week and a half. But since then we've been pretty much just going sideways, bouncing between around 46k and 49k. We've tested 50k level a few times, but so far we failed to close above it. So yeah, 50k remains very strong resistance. On a positive note, we are still way above 20-week SMA. 20-week SMA is this purple line. It's still going down. At the moment it's around $42,600, so we are good 6,000 or so above it. And if we look at the 50-day and 200-day SMA, so the green and blue lines on the chart, we can see that we are still on track for them to cross at some point in, I would say probably mid-September, as I said in the previous video. If these two lines cross, golden cross will occur, and that's a very bullish sign. That's a good indicator that we may have new all-time high coming in the following weeks or possibly a couple of months. But yeah, not much really happening here at the moment. Probably a lot of people are disappointed that we failed to establish 50k as a support, and we're still struggling with crossing that line. Yes, we had weeks above 50k, but it's like what, 50,600 or something. But that's still, it's just a week. We still failed to close above that level. If we then look at ETH has been doing pretty much nothing for the last 3 weeks or so. As we can see, in all that time we've been roughly between $3,000 and $3,300. There were some weeks slightly above and below it, but yeah, generally we are in that $3,000 to $3,300 range. I don't expect price of ETH change significantly until Bitcoin starts moving up at significant pace, or EIP 1559 implementation moves forward and there is more and more protocols using that standard, and we start burning more Ether in gas fees. If that happens, if there are more days, more blocks where there is more ETH being burned than mined, then, well, as ETH is becoming more and more scarce, we can expect the price to go up. But at the moment, as you can see, it's been pretty much stagnant. And then the interesting one is ADA. So ADA had this massive run up in the last, well, just over a week ago. It reached almost $3. It closed, I think, around $2.90. Then it dipped, to be honest, as expected, and then we had another move up, and in fact closed around $2.95. I don't think we established new all-time high. Maybe depends on the exchange you're looking at, but the price was pretty much identical, around $2.95 or so. And since then it dipped just a little bit. So if we move our chart, this dip here was not surprising at all. After such strong, such fast move up, there was bound to be some sort of correction. If we look at this move up here, that was approximately 59%, just under 60%. So of course some sort of correction after that was expected. And it wasn't very severe. We only dipped to about 247, 250. And important thing is that we very quickly rebound after that. If we zoom out, that was previous all-time high for ADA, which happened in May. We had this really strong move up. In fact, those, I think, 4 days here, that was really, really strong move up to the new all-time high of around $2.50. But then we went down as quickly as we went up, and in fact we went down to the very similar level we were at before. And then of course the crash happened. What's happening now, and what I was slightly concerned about when I talked about ADA in the previous video, is that we had this very strong move up, and I was wondering if same thing was going to happen. So very sudden drop down. I was hoping this will not happen because current increase in ADA price is largely driven by the upcoming release of smart contracts on the 12th of September. And so far it seems like ADA is establishing itself quite strong in that $2.50 to $3 range, which is very encouraging. Hopefully it will stay at that level. I still expect it to go up before the release of smart contracts, so within the next week or 10 days. And then I wouldn't be surprised if the price drops around the 12th of September when smart contracts are released. And after some time, I expect it to start going up again. How high it will go in the next week or so? I'm hoping to see around $3.50. I don't think it will be much higher than that. I wouldn't mind being proven wrong, but I think around $3.50 is a sensible level to expect. And after that, I wouldn't be surprised if there is a correction to around roughly the range we are currently in, so around $2.50 to $3. And then if we have a quick look at what's happening in the market overall, the market cap is still above 2 trillion, around 2.1 trillion. Bitcoin dominance is 42%, so it's not really changing that much. And the market overall seemed to slow down in the last few days. In fact, it's not market overall, it's the most popular coins that are slowing down a bit. And I think that's largely fueled by very large amount of interest in NFTs and gaming. These projects currently are drawing a lot of attention. There's a lot of money pouring into it. The retail investors who would previously maybe go to Bitcoin, Ether, or at this point in time where Bitcoin is going sideways, which is usually a really good opportunity for altcoins to start going up. It would be normally expected to have a sort of mini altcoin season. I think at the moment, vast majority of that money is pouring into NFTs, which is probably lowering the effect on altcoins. Some of them went up quite a bit. I spoke about it in previous videos, especially anything in the Cardano ecosystem is going quite nicely up again because of upcoming release of smart contracts. And I expect those prices to carry on going up, or certainly I wouldn't expect any sudden dips. So that's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about today. Just to sum it up, Bitcoin is pretty much going sideways, same with ETH. Cardano is quite strong, largely fueled by the upcoming release of smart contracts. We are still in a really strong position in terms of overall market situation. We are still way above key support levels. Bitcoin is above 20-week SMA. We are still on track for the golden cross. But I think the next few weeks will be key to see what will happen in this market cycle, or how long this market cycle is going to be. If we have a sudden move up, then we can potentially expect peak of this market cycle late this year or very early next year. If the price carry on going sideways or we dip a bit, then I would expect the market cycle to extend well into next year, into spring or potentially even summer. So yeah, we'll see how it will pan out. I'll give you another update in the next few days. We'll see how the market situation have changed, and yeah, we'll take it from there. Thank you for watching. See ya.